Apple's 2022 iPad Pro reviews. Apple is working on a subsequent era model of the iPad Pro, and at the same time as there are not any primary design updates that we recognize of, there are a few new features which are well worth looking ahead to. This manual aggregates the entirety that we recognize about the 2022 iPad Pro to this point, primarily based on the rumors that we have heard. Mini LED display. Apple closing or brought an updated 12.9-inch iPad Pro with mini LED show era, and in 2022, each the 11-inch and 12.9-inch versions of the iPad Pro will characteristic a mini LED show. Apple calls the mini LED show of the iPad Pro a liquid retina scarf display that offers progressed dynamic range with true-to-life styles details, shiny shades, and door. The present-day display within the 12.9-inch iPad Pro uses over 10,000 LEDs across the return of the show, making an allowance for up to 10 nits of full display brightness, the 1600 nits of top brightness, and a 1,000,000:1 contrast ratio. With the update, the better exceptional mini LED show will now not be constrained to Apple's biggest and maximum steeply priced tablet, 2.4 chip. The 2021 iPad Pro fashions followed the equal moan chip used within the MacBook Air, Mac Mini, and 13-inch MacBook Pro in preference to persevering with to apply in a series chip as typical iPads do, that put iPad Pro performance on par with Apple's Macs, and it's possibly Apple is going to stay with Mac chips for the season stage iPads. In 2022, Apple is anticipated to introduce the successor to the Moan, the 2.4. The 2.4 chip might be utilized in 2022 versions of the MacBook Air, 13-inch MacBook Pro, and of direction. The iPad Pros, it could have the equal 7 to 8 core CPU, however it's miles expected to have updated 9 to 10 center dual alternatives. The 2.4 chip will provide speed and performance upgrades over the Moan, but specifics aren't acknowledged presently. MagSafe charging. According to Bloomberg's Mark Gurman, the following era model of the iPad Pro will guide MagSafe Wi-Fi charging, similar to the iPhone. Apple could be planning to feature a picture return to the iPad Pro and has been trying out such a feature, but due to concerns about breakability, Apple may rather opt for a bigger Apple emblem made from glass that might facilitate wireless charging, reverse wireless charging, along with MagSafe Wi-Fi charging. The next technology iPad Pro ought to add opposite Wi-Fi charging skills, which could permit the iPad be used to price iPhones, AirPods, and other add-ons by laying them at the back of the iPad. A new Apple Pencil. We've heard rumors that Apple is operating on a new version of the Apple Pencil, but most of that records dates again to early 2021 and we haven't heard whatever given that then. It's unclear if we're clearly going to get a brand new Apple Pencil. There had been rumors that there would be a black Apple Pencil choice lower back in 2021, but that did not happen, so it might not work correct. Titanium chassis. Digitime says that Apple is operating on a titanium chassis for the iPad, which could replace the aluminum used in the modern day models. However, titanium isn't steeply priced cloth, so this can be unlikely or a feature restricted to the best stop iPads. Future iPad Pros. The 2022 iPad Pro fashions will preserve to use a mini LED show, however Apple is running on old technology for Destiny Macs and iPads. Apple should add an old iPad to its lineup in 2023 or 2024, and the iPad Pro should possibly be the primary iPad to adopt an old display. Apple is likewise growing iPad shows larger than 12.9 inches, however a bigger screen iPad isn't always predicted to pop out for some years. Larger displays in old era could cross hand in hand.